into my eyes and show me your adventures I haven't seen. Taking on.
Hi YouTube, your girl is back at it. No, okay. My sister told me to stop doing that. I just want to learn so bad. But yeah, so your girl is back. For you guys who don't know me, my name is Xdamaria. This is my channel, A Dose of Xdamaria. So I've been promising y'all that I was gonna get into the tea about why me and my ex-boyfriend broke up. Y'all so nosy, like that's all y'all care about. Everybody keep writing me, so I will be letting y'all know today. It's gonna be a 2-part session, so you gotta stay tuned for Sunday. I'm gonna post one on Sunday and then one on Wednesday, so y'all gonna get half of it now. What else? Oh yeah, for this one girl, right? She was like, I think on my Snapchat, she was like, cause I had told everybody that I was telling all the tea today. So she was like, why you doing that? Didn't you say you and James still cool? And it's just like, okay, what now? We is cool, but that don't mean I can't talk about what happened. It's my business too. It happened to me. So I'm like, but for you guys that got questions about that, me and James are still cool. Well, we cool. And I told him that I was doing these videos. He did not like the idea, but he came around. You know, he's accepted the fact that I'm gonna be telling him all the business today. So yeah, and he will be watching these videos too, so I don't want to hear none of that. But y'all waited long enough. Let's get into this video. Let me give you all a little laugh at my expense, and we're just gonna get it popping. Okay, so I had just started my new job, right? I had just started my new job. I was working at Amazon, and my shift was from 6 p.m. to like 3, 4 in the morning. So he had this friend, right? And like him and his friend fell out a while back. But he linked back up with the friend. They got cool again or whatever. But mind you, every time this boy come around, his friend, it's always something. Like it never fails. Not saying that what happened was his fault, but I'm like, I just knew. As soon as he started coming back around, I'm like, some BS finna happen. So what's it all? So he coming back around, and mind you, I don't mess with the boy. Like me and him wasn't cool, but as you know, since that's my boyfriend, if he want to accept you, cool then. And at the time, my boyfriend was staying with us. So he was staying with us or whatever. So the friend would come to my house, and like I'm just like, I ain't feeling you like that, but I accepted him with open arms because, you know, that's my boyfriend friend. So, whatever. And I'm like, he had come for like 2 weeks straight, coming by, blah, blah. But I was barely home because I was working. So, they used to go up to the basketball court. Like, and I'm just like, why you always going up there? And they be up there like from 6 to 7 o'clock at night till all the way up to like 1 in the morning. So I'm like, you tripping like that. But I know he don't like being in the house. So I'm like, I'm just trying to give him, I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna let you have it because he don't got a lot of friends. So I'm like, I'm gonna let you have this like that. So what happened? So this the first time I started getting suspicious, because I'm like, well, I really started getting suspicious. I was already looking at him funny. But so we was all, his friend had came over. I had cooked for them or whatever, and I think he had stayed the night at my house or something like that. So in the morning, we all chilling, we laughing, having a good laugh. I'm being nice because I'm at the end of the day, I'm going to accept you because he accepted you. So what's it called? 5:30 come around. This is my day off. 5:30 come around. They're like, oh, we going to go to the park. So I'm like, it's my day off. Stay in the house and chill with me like that. So he's like, oh, I got you when I get back. Blah, blah. So I'm like, all right, bet. So at the time, his girlfriend was in contact with me. So she called me like, yeah, he ain't been answering my phone for a whole week. So I'm like, oh, he be up here. Like, he be up here with so-and-so all the time like that. So he like, oh, where, what they be doing like that? So I'm like, oh, they be going to the basketball court. So she like, oh, you know, it be girls up there like that. So I'm like, oh, it do. But that's, she like, yeah, they be playing basketball with them. So I'm like, oh, okay. So now red lights start flashing. Because first of all, why you ain't tell me that it's girls up there at that park when you know me? So she like, yeah, go up there and see what they doing. So I'm like, all right. My brother come down and he's like, oh, you want to run me to 7-Eleven real quick? I'm like, yeah, but drive me around the park, because the park like 3 minutes away from my house. So I'm like, drive me around the park to the basketball court. I need to go talk to James. We pull up, it's straight empty. Nobody there, like, it's dead completely. So I'm like, So he like, my brother, he be co-signing. He like, ooh, where your nigga at? And like that. So excuse my language. But yeah, so I'm like, I was just looking at him like, so I start getting on my phone, texting, calling his phone, like that. So we get to the 7-Eleven while I'm shopping, his phone started going to voicemail. So I'm like, oh, you gonna turn off your phone, make it seem like it died, like I'm not on game. So what's it called? So on the way back, I call I'm still calling his phone. It's going to voicemail. So when we get to the house, I'm like, we around the corner from the house. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm like, I ain't gonna answer my phone when he try to call. So I turn my phone off. We pull into the driveway, dumber and dumber, sitting there in the driveway talking like that. So I'm like, where you been at? Cause you wasn't up at the court, so don't say the court. And I should have just let him lie first and then said I was at the court. So what's it called? So he like, oh, we went walking. What's it called? So and so was with a girl like that, and I was just walking with him because he didn't want to be by himself. So I'm like, so you telling me you was third wheeling, and he with a female and don't want to be by himself with her? Yeah. So I'm just looking at him like, oh, this nigga think I'm dumb. Like that, mind you, his friend got a whole female too, so I should have knew. Birds of a feather flock together. So what's it called? But so I'm like, okay, so why you wasn't answering your phone like that? So he like, my phone was there. I'm like, okay, so why wasn't it going to voicemail when I first called, but then you turned it off? And that's he like, oh no, it was going to voicemail like that. So I'm just questioning him, blah blah blah, all this other stuff. And his friend, he like, you always going in on him. You be trying to bully him, all the other. He said I be trying to bully him and all the other stuff. So I'm like, I'm not bullying him. I know he lying like that. So I'm like, mind your business. So what's it called? We talking about, he like, chill. I wasn't doing nothing. I swear it was just a bad situation. So I'm like, all right, bet. So what's it called? So he like wrap his arms around me, like my back against his chest. So like we just chilling, they talking, I'm on my phone. So I'm like, and I'm updating the friend girlfriend, like, oh, he was with so and so, he was with a girl like that. So I'm like, oh, and he said that he was just with that one girl, that my man wasn't with nobody. So she like, but it's always like 4 girls up there. So I'm like, let me see your phone. And he like, why? I told you it died, blah blah. So what's it called? So I'm like, no, let me see your phone. Like that. So then he turned his phone on and it died right away. So it did die. So I'm like, and at the phone that I had at the time, it was an Android. It was super slow. I get when I'm about to let the situation go, I get a notification, a missed call from James. So I'm like, if your phone was there, why do I have a missed call from you? I'm like, that means you saw me calling and wasn't answering at first and then tried to call me back. Like that. So then he was like, oh, I didn't mean it was dead the whole time. What you want with your crazy self? So, I'm telling about the time I got cheated on.
Who cheated on you?
My ex-boyfriend.
You had oh, you did have a boyfriend.
Yeah, the one that I used to do 2 boy.
The little chocolate boy. He cheated on you?
He tried to, but I caught him. But it was the intention.
I want to know the story too. I'll just go ahead and sit in the corner.
Yeah. So I'm like, why you say your phone was that if it wasn't going to voicemail and I got a missed call from you? So he making some BS story like that. So I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna let it go. So what's it called? A couple days fly by, and it was my off day again. My mom had left us her car so we could go do errands and stuff. So, and I think I had a job interview. So the same boy that's always starting stuff, his little fake behind friend, he with him again like that. So I cook and everything for him, and then they like, oh, I'm going to the basketball court. So I'm like, okay, wait, remember you gotta go pick my mom up from work. So he like, all right, bet, just call my phone like that. So I'm like, all right. I fall asleep on the couch. 4 hours done passed. So it's like 8:30. So I'm like, let me call him. I call him. His phone going to voicemail. So I walk up to the park because I'm like, you got to go get my mom. So it's like this long, and it's pitch black dark at the park. Like, ain't no lights. So it's like this trail. So I go up the trail. And mind you, I can't see. Like, I got bad eyesight. But I hear girls giggling. Oh, my God. So I'm like... So I'm like, oh, hold on. And I had on a bodycon dress. So like that. So I take off my slides when I get to the end of the trail. I'm like, cause I'm in a fight. Like, he just finna get beat up. Forget the girl, I'm finna beat him up. So what's it called? So I'm looking because I see his friend had blonde tips. So I see it's like 5 girls and then I see blonde tips, but it's blurry. Like everybody look dark except for the blonde tips. So I'm looking like, is he over there? Because I don't want to go over there causing the scene and he ain't over there. But I can see the blonde tips. Like that. So I'm looking like that, blah, blah. I sat there for like a minute trying to see if people's over there. And then when I couldn't see, I walked up halfway. And what's it called? He wasn't there. His friend was there, but the girl wasn't there. So I'm like, where he at? And so he at the basketball court. Why you mad like that? So I ain't even say nothing. I just walked off into the basketball court. He's sitting over there dribbling. Like that. So I'm like, it's time to pick up my mom. Like that. So he started packing up his stuff and stuff. And he like, why you staring at me like that? So I'm like, so you mean to tell me all the girls sitting up at that bench and you over here by yourself dribbling the ball? So he like, yeah, like that. I don't know them. So I'm like, I'm just sitting over here looking at him. So mark my words. I'm telling you, this is exactly what I said. I'm like, it wasn't nothing but God. I walked up to this park and you wasn't sitting with them. He like, you tripping, blah, blah. I leave it alone. So he's still going to a week done passed. He's still going to the court, blah, blah, all that stuff. So, and I call when I go get my mom, I'm telling her what happened. Like, yeah, I'm like, I know he was with them. I'm like, I just came at the wrong time. I didn't catch him like that. So my mom started laughing or whatever. So, a week had passed and then I was at work. I got off at work at like 4:30 in the morning. So I come home, my phone was off. So, I'm on my way to my friend house. When I get to my friend house, walking to her door, I turn my phone back on. And it just get all these messages buzzing in. All these missed calls from my mom, my sisters, my twin brother. All these messages. And then like 30 messages and missed calls from James. So I'm like, so I'm opening up. I read all the messages first. And they're like, oh, hurry up and call. Something just happened with James. Call, hurry up. So I'm like, what happened now? Because it's always something. So I'm like, so James, I started reading James said, she like, oh, hurry up and call me before you talk to your peoples. What's called? Let me talk to you first before you get mad. So I'm like, you think I'm gonna call you before I talk to my peoples? I'll call my twin brother. So he like, yeah, no. We call him at what's called? So this is the basically of the story of what happened. They telling me the story of what happened. So my twin brother, he trying to save my feelings. And he like, oh yeah, some girl, they telling them bring their friends over here and they was having a kickback. And the girls that they brought, they said they knew James. Like that. So he was like, yeah, and apparently James was trying to talk to her or something like that. So I'm like, okay, like that. So he like, you want me to beat him up, blah, blah. So I'm like, nah, it's cool, like that. Because I wasn't mad. I don't know why I just wasn't mad at the time. Like that. I got mad after I knew all the details. So I'll call James. I'm like, oh, so that's what we're doing now? And so he like, it's not even like that. He was like, did my homeboy friends, I don't even know her like that, blah, blah, all this other stuff. So I'm like, oh, okay, like that. So he like trying to talk me down so I won't be mad. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll be home. Like that. So I was going to spend the night at my friend's house because I was tired from work. But it's 4:30 in the morning. I'm like, you got to take me home. Take me home because it's some things I need to handle. I get to the house. Before I even speak to him, he had, what's it called? He was in the garage. Before I even go speak to him, I go up, mind you, and it was mad people there that day because my brother had threw a kickback. So, what's it called? So it was, and it's so embarrassing because it was mad people there. It was all these boys there, all these girls, and they like, oh, I know my business now. That's why I don't care about putting it on YouTube because the people that already know me know. So what's it called? So I go upstairs to my mom, and I'm like, what happened? Like that. So this is what really happened, right? So she like, oh, Daytona, and mind you, Daytona, my older brother. So she like, Daytona and brought their friends over here with some girls. They was having a kickback, you know, chilling, listening to music. And then she was like, and then this one girl, she was like that she kept asking like, oh, where the boy with the do-rag go? Because y'all know James always wearing that do-rag like that. So he like, so my brother like, why? Like that, you know him like that? She like, oh yeah, he used to try to talk to me up at the park. So my brother like, so she like, what's y'all brothers? So he like, no, that's my sister boyfriend. Like that. So the girl like, oh, like that. Like, what's it called? My mom was like that. She felt bad, like the girl. So, what's it called? I guess he go upstairs and call my mom. My mom and like the girl just down there spilling all the tea. She like, oh, is it the one who came up to the park? What is it the one who came up to the park? Because I saw her looking for him and I asked his friend who was that his girlfriend, and his friend said no, that's his sister. And then she was like, and I knew something was off because it looked like she couldn't see. Now how does girl know I can't see? So she was like, it looked like she couldn't see. Like a week ago she came up to the party, she was staring but she couldn't see, and she was like, what's it called, while she was looking, James ran off and ran back to the basketball court like that. She was like, and then I walked up more and he was gone like that. So she like, I already felt like something was off, but she like, oh, they said that was their sister or whatever. So I'm like, my mom telling me all this stuff. So she like, I called the girl up there. What's it called? So she called the girl up there to her room. This is so embarrassing, yo. All these people here. My mom calls the girl up there to her room, and James up there as well. So the girl telling my mom everything that happened, and James just like lying in her face completely. Like he denying everything. That he ain't trying to talk to her. That his friend was the one that was trying to plug him, and he just didn't say nothing. All the other stuff. Yeah, so the girl like my mom was like that she felt bad, like the girl was like didn't want to say too much, but she was like, I asked you who she was. I mean, she was like, I asked your friend who she was when she came up there looking for you that day, and y'all told me she was your sister. So I cannot believe that, like to this day, like I'm your sister. What? So right, period though. So what's it called? So my mom was like, she was like that. Oh, they had met. James and his friend was up there playing basketball one day, and they had just came up and introduced themselves. And then she was like, I thought he was cute, so I was trying to talk to him and everything. And then she was like, he didn't really do too much, but he knew that I was trying to talk to him, and he didn't tell me he had a girlfriend. Like that. So she was like, I was flirting with him and stuff, but he never mentioned he had a girlfriend. So she like, he wasn't really coming on to me or nothing, but he still didn't mention he had a girlfriend or nothing. Like he was still entertaining it. So, what's it called? And then she was like that, and then he heard his homeboy tell me that was his sister, and he didn't say nothing. He just kept walking like that. So, what's it called? And then she was like, what else she said? So my mom like, that's a lie, James, like that. But my mom do not be playing no games. So, and mind you, he was on the phone with his dad, James, like that. So, what's it called? So his dad listening to everything that's happening. So my mom like, so it's a lie, she lying. So she like, Miss Lucky, she lying on me, blah, blah. Like he just denying everything. So now the girl like, my mom was like, the girl like felt bad. And she was like, I'm so sorry, that happened to me before. I didn't know he had a girlfriend, blah, blah. That's so embarrassing, yo. Like, what the heck? So, what's it called? So they go back down. She go back downstairs to the party or whatever, and he go dip off again to my brother's room. So my brother like, oh, I know my older sister Janae, she like, I went down there and I'm still talking. She was like, she still talking to the girl, trying to get all the details out of her. Yeah, so the girl say, oh, where'd Michael go? The girl like, oh, where'd Michael go? So my sister's like, who the hell Michael? Like that. So she like, you know, the one we was just talking about, the black boy with the do-rag. This nigga done told her his name was Michael. He gave her a whole fake name and everything, y'all. So Janae like, his name James. So he was like, oh no, that's Michael. His name Michael. So my sister looking at her like she dumb. So she like, no, his name is James. It ain't no Michael. So he was like, shit. The girl like, oh my gosh, he gave me a fake name. Oh hey auntie.
Hey baby.
This my auntie, y'all.
What are you doing?
I'm making my YouTube video.
Oh, okay.
So what's it called? So he gave her a whole fake name and everything. So they telling me everything. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's nice, like that. So he's downstairs in the garage. So I go down there and I open the door and I'm like, oh hey Michael, like that. So he like, what? So I'm like, hey Michael. So then he was like, I ain't tell that girl my name was Michael. So I'm like, so why would she call you Michael if your name ain't Michael, like that? So he started explaining stuff. He like, oh, I wasn't trying to talk to her. That was his friend that was trying to plug him and all this other stuff. So he just trying to explain everything. I'm like, okay, well you gotta leave. You can't stay here. Like yeah. So I ain't go off or nothing. I should have beat him up, yo. I should have my brother beat him up or something. But so I'm like, you gotta leave. I want you going before I wake up, like that. So I go. That's all. Like that was it. I'm not one of them big exploders or nothing like that. So I said what I had to say. I go lay down. So the morning come, he gone from out the garage. So I'm like, all right, bet. I'm on my way to work. I go outside. His friend outside in the truck with all the girls that was over there at the party with the girl that James was talking to and everything. Like that. So I'm like, you know how everything go in slow motion. Like I was rushing to get to work. Like, I should have beat him up right there, had my brother stump him out. But I was just like, I'm like, you better get from in front of my house like that. So he like, what you mean like that? So the girls in the car like, hurry up, pull off. So now I'm like, I know this nigga did not have the audacity to call these girls to come pick him up from my house. So I called him. I'm like, you just had them girls pull up to my house like that. So he like, oh no, I'm at my dad's house. What's it called? He must have came there looking for me. Yeah, so I'm like, so now I'm sick of his friend. Mind you, I'll tell you, me and his friend always got beef. So I'm like, he gonna have the nerve to bring the girl that he just tried to cheat on me with to my house. That's I'm like, okay, bet. So me and James fell out, blah blah. We stopped talking or whatever. A couple weeks fly past, and like his friend just keep doing stuff. He keep doing stuff. So like he be like, oh, she could suck my D and all that stuff, and we can never catch him. And he can't even fight. That's what made me mad, because you're not even like that. So he like, oh, she could suck my D and all this other stuff, and his girlfriend telling me all this stuff. So like James like, oh, that don't got nothing to do with me. I keep telling him to chill out. I don't know why he keeps speaking on your name or whatever. So I'm like, all right, bet. Where was we coming from? I think we was coming from out to eat or somewhere, but it was my friend Antoine and my twin brother. He was in the back seat, so we riding past his friend apartments. So I'm just like, Ddamaria, you finna go beat this nigga up. I'm sick of him. He always doing something. Mind you, it was like 3 weeks after everything had happened. So I'm like, we bit owe him a beat up like that. So he's like, all right, bet. So mind you, my brother, he high. So I'm like, all right, I ain't going. We pull up to the apartment and like he tripping already. So I'm like, you know what? You ain't even gotta fight. I'm finna go bust his windows out. And that's my brother like, no, they gonna start shooting, blah blah, all this other stuff. So I'm like, they ain't gonna start shooting like that. So he like, what's it called? So he like, I'm staying in the car. I'm just gonna be in the back seat after you do it. Hurry up and run to the car. So I'm like, all right, my friend. I'm like, record like that. So Antoine, he get out with me and record. So I'm like, I'm looking for a rock to throw through his window. Yeah, so I just pick up a whole, like, all these rocks, and I'm like, boom! So his window shattered. I took out running. So I take out running, like, you can hear him like, who is that? Like that, like, he cursing and everything, screaming. So we hop in the car and pull off. But, yeah, so that's what happened. That's why me and James broke up, and why we no longer do YouTube together. And I was going to break it, and then after I broke his windows out, I was going to go break James' windows out. But I'm like, I ain't gonna mess with him because he stayed with his dad, and I like his dad cool. But I wanted to break his windows out too. But I'm like, I ain't even gonna do it. But yeah, so that's what. Okay, y'all, so I hope you guys liked it, my tea spill of the day. That's what happened with me and him. That's the whole full story. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna be doing a question and answer on Wednesday, which means I'll be taking the questions that you guys asked me over the next couple of days, and I'll be answering them, and then I'll post that. So yeah, you can ask me questions on my social media: Snapchat, Ddamaria with 2 D's, Instagram, Xdamaria, or you could just comment the questions below. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Like, comment, share, all that good stuff, and we're gonna see you next time.